February 13, 2017, Delphi, Indiana. 13-year-old Abigail Williams and 14-year-old Liberty German had the day off from school. They spent the afternoon hiking the Monon High Bridge Trail, taking photos of the historic iron spans and the foggy woods below. By that evening, they were missing. When searchers found their bodies the next morning near a creek bank, the town was paralyzed. Investigations in isolated, wooded areas usually struggle with a lack of physical evidence, often going cold within weeks. But Libby German had the presence of mind to act. As a stranger approached them on the bridge, she secretly hit record and slipped her phone into her pocket. Her phone captured 43 seconds of video and audio. It recorded a man in a blue jacket walking across the tracks, followed by the sound of his voice command, "Down the hill." Because the girls had recorded their encounter, investigators had the suspect's face and voice on day one. They believed a quick identification was inevitable. They had a visual, they had audio, they had a direct recording of the suspect. Yet it would take 5 years to make an arrest. To find the man on the bridge, police released a snippet of Libby's recording, asking the public to help identify the voice and the figure in the blue jacket. The evidence went viral instantly, played on every major news network, discussed on thousands of podcasts, and shared across every social media platform. This triggered a massive response from amateur sleuths. Millions of people began eagerly analyzing the audio frequencies and zooming in on the grain of the video, flooding police tip lines with their theories. This creates a data bottleneck. The investigation started with a single clear point of data, but once that data went viral, it splintered into tens of thousands of tips, each one requiring a manual review by a small team of local officers. The sheer volume of incoming information overwhelmed the police department's infrastructure. What was intended to be a targeted search became an administrative disaster, where the noise of the crowd effectively suffocated the evidence. Crowdsourcing justice on this scale backfired. Releasing that recording to the world transformed specific evidence into a paralyzing volume of data that brought the investigation to a standstill. Years passed. The Delphi investigation became a labyrinth of digital files and physical archive boxes stored in local warehouses. During the 2017 tip flood, a specific interview record was misfiled and lost in the chaos. Only days after the murders, a local man had proactively contacted a conservation officer. He admitted he was on the Monon High Bridge at the exact time the girls went missing, but his statement was filed away and never linked to the main suspect list. The breakthrough didn't come from a new forensic technique or a viral tip. It happened when a new clerk began manually auditing the dormant paper archives in 2022 and found the misfiled report. The 5-year delay happened because the killer's identity was buried under the mountain of information generated by the search itself. In October 2022, police arrested Richard Allen, a local pharmacy worker who had lived in Delphi the entire time. He was the man who had come forward 5 years earlier. In 2024, a jury used the evidence Libby German recorded on her phone to find Allen guilty of the murders. The conviction finally brought closure to the families and the town of Delphi, ending a half-decade of fear and uncertainty. This case highlights the complexity of modern investigations. Digital evidence can help solve crimes, but the data it generates can also paralyze the very agencies trying to process it. The noise eventually fades, but the signal remains. A 14-year-old girl's decision to hit record created a permanent witness, ensuring that even after 5 years of silence, the truth was found.